Linzy's 26, 3-1, with a background of football and track.
Yeah, he's a pretty experienced grappler, like I said, with Jay Clip in his corner, training over at Pura Vida. He's going to have skills on the ground, that's without a doubt.
A demon never touched my kids on my main thing. Big Glock, R.I.P. John Witherspoon, bang bang.
I mean, just Milwaukee is such a hotbed for jiu-jitsu nowadays. It's unreal how many good coaches there are. You got Jay Clip, you got Dan Wanderley, you got my own coach Mark Lehman up there. There's just so much in the Wisconsin area, especially Milwaukee, that's just offering high-level grappling, and this is what we're seeing.
Out of the red corner, Antoine Tureaud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout is the feature bout, and this is taking place at 145 pounds for the featherweight title. Is going to be 5 rounds. This fight is brought to you by Compass Arena and the International Trucking Association. And introducing first out of the blue corner, with a record of 3 wins and 1 setback, standing at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 144 pounds, representing Pura Vida, fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Linzy Hudson. And his opponent out of the red corner, boasting a record of 4 wins and no defeats, standing at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing Calculated Violence, fighting out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Antoine Tureaud. And your referee for the action is Rob Madrigal.
Linzy Hudson in the board shorts, Antoine Tureaud in the Veltudo shorts. And the title is on the line.
Yeah, that's one I've been very excited to see.
Ooh.
Just a slip by Antoine, switching his stance. Good knee by Linzy Hudson. Wow.
Linzy got that body lock.
Antoine landed a nice inside hook right to the head, a short one.
Hudson's landing a lot of nice knees here. In a title fight, those may pay off in the later rounds if we get there.
Yeah, which is very possible. I think this is going to be a technical wrestling match the majority of the fight. At least what we're seeing so far, and just knowing their backgrounds.
And we know they both got the gas tank for it, too.
Antoine finally lands the takedowns and side control now.
Yeah, definitely a spot he wants to be. Now, Linzy is good off his back, but it's not an ideal situation when you have someone like Antoine on top of you like that. He's going to be a tough guy to put away off your back. But what's going to benefit Linzy is he's going to be able to have an active guard where he could at least nullify a lot of attacks from Antoine Tureaud here. Pass attempt, and Linzy up to his feet. Good job. A lot of battling from the over-unders here. They have wrist control by Linzy, and they're apart.
Both guys are very technical when it comes to the grappling game of this here. So this is a lot of fun to watch if you know what's going on. If you're a wrestler or grappler and you know the intricate details of it, these guys are both very well versed in it.
Great pressure by Antoine.
And again, I don't know who to give this round to. We've been having a lot of these tonight. I think Antoine would have the slight advantage with the takedown there in the round.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that one takedown may have stolen him that round.
Again, forward pressure by Antoine, keeping Linzy on his back foot.
Yeah, 4 kicks in a row. He's going to have to hand fight here and break that grip and out. Oh, misses that head kick on the way out. Good job by Linzy Hudson staying active off that escape there. So it sounds like Antoine Tureaud's corner is calling for those leg kicks to start the fight off with for this round.
I think it's a good idea. He just needs to set him up a little more. Right now, he's just kind of throwing the leg kick out there without throwing any hands first. And you can see that Linzy is just kind of sitting and waiting to counter off of him.
Antoine now with double unders.
Yeah, corner calling for that knee. He's been upper body so far a lot with his wrestling. Looks like... There we go.
End up with another
and a nice
takedown
mat
here.
return. He's looking to suck him back in. You can see Linzy starting to look for a switch, possibly get that hand underneath his leg.
Oh, nice job tying up the hand.
Got to keep that hand behind his back.
Well, if he can keep that hand and ride the legs, he can start teeing off here.
There
There
we
he
go.
goes.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for Linzy Hudson to be. Antoine's corner is telling him, keep that arm, start punching with the left. It looks like he let it go, but he still has control with his other arm.
He's still trying to feed it back through.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera could fully see, but he's working that right arm back through so he could pull that arm and isolate it. That limits the ability for Linzy Hudson to really defend himself.
It's also an exhausting position to be in to fight out of.
Oh, nice
Good
sweep by Linzy.
sweep.
And Antoine's not resting here. He's immediately wrestling back up. And we're back to the over-unders.
Ten seconds left of the round.
This has just been a great display of wrestling.
You know, Antoine's corner was calling to finish for a double. on his back, he's going to have a lot of success. Got that butterfly hook in really nice and lifted him.
Moving into round number 3, neither guy looks fatigued yet.
Antoine with double unders already.
Yeah, he loves the body lock. He loves the trips. He'll stay upstairs at that body lock as long as he can. If you notice, like, Antoine's style, he's not really shooting. He's not really going on the legs. It's all upper body. And he's had success with it so far. And even if he's not getting the takedown, it's the ability to keep your opponent against the fence. We saw that since the early days of Randy Couture, Matt Lindland, Dan Henderson.
It's an exhausting style to deal with, and you're not running the risk of one shooting and losing that energy or getting hit with a knee or something on the way in. And when you get the takedown, you end up in a really good pinning position with those upper body locks. And it's just exhausting being on the receiving end of all that pressure.
I was about to say, it's hard to keep trying to get yourself off the fence.
Not just physically exhausting, but mentally exhausting. I mean, you can't get a guy off you against the fence and eventually just weighs on you mentally throughout the fight.
Yeah, and like I said, like with Randy Couture throughout his whole career, he just wore so many bigger guys down, especially in the heavyweight division, by doing that for 5 rounds.
Well, that just shows the power of Greco-Roman wrestling, that upper body style, which is exactly what Dan Henderson and Randy Couture were masters in.
And it forces people to make those mistakes, unforced errors when they're mentally fatigued. They get desperate. We have a triangle attempt
Linzy,
here.
yeah, he actually, if he locks it up, he's out. So you have to pull that shin behind his neck. Can't have more of a teepee lock, but.
Linzy doing a good job of getting back to full guard.
See if he can elevate and sweep again. It gets harder and harder each time.
Yeah, his corner's calling for butterfly hooks right now. What he's going to need to do is slide that foot downwards like a spear and get his shin across Antoine's quad. Yeah, it looks like he's doing that on his left side. Let it go.
Now Antoine's pressuring in. Might be able to posture up. Omoplata,
oh, it's
maybe.
almost omoplata, yeah. And with them already sweating now and slippery, that's going to be tough.
Another impressive round for the champ.
And that allowed Antoine to stay on top and keep raining blows. If he could get back on top, maintain that position, and a possible back take during a scramble if Antoine's trying to get out, that could be a game changer.
Or just avoid the clinch overall. He needs to keep the center of the octagon, keep his back away from the fence, because when he gets pressured, that's when Tureaud is kind of getting in those positions where he's getting the over-unders and bullying him into the fence.
He's got to utilize that jab, even a straight left, being a southpaw. Bit of a low blow there.
If Hudson can make something happen on the feet, that would be huge. And here we go. That's what he needs to do.
But that's a risk you take right there, throwing kicks.
Interesting.
If he could get that other hook in and start to secure the choke, talk about a game changer. But this is if he gets that other hook in, that's the best spot he could be. He's got the seatbelt. I might lose the positioning. Yes.
He immediately needs to sweep and get back up.
We have a triangle attempt. Antoine's going to have to keep that pressure and keep passing to his left side, and he's out.
And half guard now.
Good pass.
A lot of shoulder pressure from the top.
Linzy doing a good job recovering guard from here, preventing that pass on his right side. His corner's calling for feet on the hips. I know they want to see that butterfly guard again. He actually has really good sweeps. He just needs to utilize them. Now is the time.
Antoine needs to push his head into the fence, make him a little uncomfortable, bend him up a little bit, not give him those opportunities to sweep so well. He did a lot better having him up against the fence and ground and pounding and trapping an arm.
Big step over to the left by Antoine. And his corner is calling for the ground and pound. This is where he wants to be, right over here.
Yep.
Is he trying to utilize the fence to stand up?
Yeah, I don't think Linzy Hudson's corner wants him on the ground anymore for this fight.
He's in a bad position now, but when they were in the center of the ring, he could have landed a straight left off one of those kicks. Because Antoine's not hiding him. He's just throwing those kicks straight out.
Right.
Linzy's got to come out swinging for this final round. He needs a KO. He needs a finish.
He needs a Hail Mary. You're right. I mean, you know what? He has nothing to lose at this point. I mean, realistically, he's down 4 rounds. What do you have to lose?
And props to Antoine for just shutting him down these last.
I mean, you got to imagine Linzy's corner is just telling him to go for broke this round because really he's down 4-0.
That's all he really can do. There's no point of fighting a conservative fight for him at the time. On the other hand, for Antoine, that's exactly what I would do.
It's time to just come out, make it ugly, and start swinging for the fences.
For Antoine, he could be as conservative he wants on this just to make sure everything goes smoothly this last round. That's all he's got to do. But Linzy needs to make this a dogfight. He needs to make it ugly.
But Antoine is right back to where he wants to be, locked up around the body. Got Linzy pressured against the fence.
Linzy needs to get out of there. He has to know that realistically, Antoine is 1 takedown away from winning this fight.
And Linzy's taking some deep breaths against that cage.
He needs to work his way off and make something happen. Now is the time for him to go for broke. But Antoine's doing a great job at stopping that.
He's giving him no space to work with and constant threats. Oh, nice knee. Now he needs to throw caution to the wind, just like that. There you go.
But not going for the take.
No, yeah, he went for that outside trip, ended up on his back. Not a good spot for him to be. Staying active off his back. He's stopping the pass so far.
Threatening with those hammer fists, but that's not going to get him into a position where he can win.
Oh, in a triangle position.
Armbar attempt. It's a little
past
low.
The crotch, though.
The elbow is, the elbow is south of his tailbone area. It's not going to affect it, but it's stopping. There we go, and he's out. So stopping him for a second. Good attempt.
Yeah, when we're going for broke, that's what happens.
Antoine's just going to coast it out here for the rest of the round. Take home a unanimous decision win.
And his first title defense. Solid performance.
Yeah, he's just going to compress him here. He doesn't realistically need to pass either.
He just needs
as long
to
as
stay
he
active.
can nullify him right.
And Linzy's still trying to sweep.
Yeah, I mean, he's not giving up at all. He might look for an armbar on the way out of that, maybe a little too late. Good job by Antoine, though, staying out of all that danger. and he's still staying active.
Excellent fight.
Yeah, good job by both of them.
I'd say it's 5-0 shutoff for Antoine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the scores are in. Judges have it 50-45, 50-45, and 49-46. Your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Antoine Teflon Tureaud.
Okay, he's the main event.
And I don't know who this is. Oh, wait, here's one of the heavyweights.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, though. Amon Lee?
All right, Antoine. Hard fight, technical fight. What are your comments?
I just want to thank my baby boy, Cairo. You know, he give me motivation to keep getting in this cage and do what I got to do. Especially my team, my family members, and want to praise the high.
Awesome. And now that you have this fight, you got your belt back over here. What are we looking at as far as getting back into the ring?
LFA on the UFC Fight Pass, May or April, I believe.
Right on, right on. Well, get some rest, rest up, get ready for your next adventure, man. Great job out there. Anything you want to say?
Thank you, my Uncle Lex, for always being in my corner every time I fight in Chicago. And thank you all you great Chicago people to come out here and represent the night tonight.
Guys, get up to your 145-pound champion.
Party on the 3rd floor, let's go.
There you go, Antoine Teflon Tureaud.